welcome back to the channel. If I join us for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and to all my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to cut this stylish simple pencil dress with long slits that you are seeing on your screen. If that's something you're interested in, keep on watching and let's So guys, to make this dress you will need about 2 to 3 yards of fabric, depends on the size of the person you are making this dress for. So then we're going to start cutting the dress. The thing to do is to go ahead and cut a piece of fabric that is enough to cut both the front and the back piece, and that's what I just did. And then I went ahead to fold it into 4, leaving about 1 inch zip allowance. So after that, we're going to start measuring the neck. So for the neck width, I'll be going in by 3 inches, and then for the neck depth, I'll go down by 4 inches. So I'm just going to connect that together. I hope you guys can see very well. So after that, I will go ahead and measure the shoulder. So my shoulder is 14 divided by 2, making 7. And then I will come down on my shoulders by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Then I'm just going to connect it. So I slant from this shoulder to this shoulder slope by 1 inch. And then after that, from this shoulder slope, I will go down by 7.5 inches, which is my chest line. In order to get that, you're going to divide your bust circumference divided by 6. Whatever that gives you, you're going to add 1.5 inches to it. So that's what I just did here. So I'm just going to connect this to this point here. So now that we have this, I'm just going to extend this line towards the end like this. So after that, I'm going to measure from my shoulder to my waist. So here's the thing, for this dress, you're going to measure from your shoulder to the lower waist. So what that means is that where this length is, that's where your slit is going to stop. So you're going to measure from your shoulder to your lower waist. So for me, my shoulder to my lower waist is 17 inches. I'm just going to add 1 inch sewing allowance to it. So that's why we have 18 here. So wherever your lower waist stops, that is where your slit for this dress is going to stop. So that's why you need to measure from your shoulder to your lower waist, not upper waist. So after that, I'm going to, and whenever you are taking your measurements, please make sure you are not taking the side measurements on the center front. Make sure you are taking your measurement towards the end like this. Please don't forget, because we are cutting both the front and the back together. So after that, I'm going to come here and get the midpoint of this to get our armhole. So after getting the midpoint, I'm going to come in by 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to connect this to this and to this. So now that we have our armhole, the next thing to do is to get the bust circumference. My bust circumference is 36 divided by 4. It gives me 9. So I'm just going to add 1 inch sewing allowance to it. So now that you have gotten your bust circumference, you're going to measure from your shoulder to your under bust. So for me, my shoulder to my under bust is 13.5 inches. So I'm just going to mark that down. So I'll use my ruler to just draw a straight line on that point. So now we have our chest line and then the under bust. The reason we are having this under bust line is because of our dart. So now in order to get your dart, you're going to go in by half of your nipple to nipple measurement. For me, it is 4. So I'm just going to mark that down. Then I'll come to the hem of my, which is also my waistline. I will mark down my half of my nipple to nipple measurement. And I'm just going to draw a straight line. So now that we've gotten this, I will go in by half an inch on each side. So I'll go in by half an inch and also come out by half an inch in order to get my dart. So now I will slant this point back into this my under bust line. So this is our dart. So the next thing to do is to divide your waist circumference divided by 4. My waist circumference divided by 4 gives us 7. I'm going to mark that down, and then the 1 inch that I'm going to be taking in for the dart, I will replace it back into my measurement, and then I will add 1 inch sewing allowance to it. So what I'm going to do next is to connect this back to the bust, to the chest line. So this is what we have. Remember that we have not taken the back neckline. So for the back neckline, I'm just going to go down by 1.5 inches. So you're just going to curve that back into the front neckline like this. So the next thing to do is to cut it out. Remember, I'm taking this measurement from this side, not from the center front. Please make sure you take note of that. Don't take your measurement from the center front so you don't make a mistake. You are taking your measurement from this folded side, which is also the end of your fabric. So what I'm going to do now is to cut the back neckline first. Now I'll go ahead and cut the front neckline. Don't make a mistake by cutting from the front neckline towards the back. You cut the back neckline first, and then from there you cut the front neckline. So after that, you go ahead and cut the rest of the bodies. So that is that about the upper part, which is the body's part. I'm just quickly placing a notch on my dart here. So we're going to set this aside and then work on the skirt part, on the down part, whatever you want to call it. We're going to start working on that now. So for the down part of this dress, you're going to go ahead and fold it into 4 just like the way you did for the upper part. So I went ahead and folded it into 4, and then I leave my zip allowance just the way I did for the upper part. So we are repeating same steps on this down part as well. So and that's what you see that I just did. Now after that, we're going to subtract the upper part, which is the bodies, from the total length of my dress. So length is for 58 minus 17, so we have 41 inches left. So I'm not going to be cutting 41 exactly, I'll be cutting 42 because I'm cutting directly from my fabric. So I'll be measuring out 42 inches from this fabric now. So after measuring it out, I'm just going to draw a straight line on it before cutting it out. We have the length that we are working with. The next thing to do is to measure from my waist to my hip line. So from my waist to my hip line is 8 inches. So I'll go ahead and draw a straight line on that. So now I'll come to the waist part and then measure my waist measurement. Note that the down part is not going to have any dart, so I'm just going to place my waist measurement on it without adding the 1 inch for the dart. So I went ahead to mark it down plus 1 inch allowance, and then on the hip area, I'm not going to be adding sewing allowance on the hip, because remember it's an open slit, so it's open all the way to the waist. So I'm just going to place my hip measurement directly on it. And then I'm going to connect it together. So note that this is going to have a slit all the way. So I'm just going to measure whatever that I have here on the hip, whatever that I have, which is 9 inches. So I'll measure the 9 inches all the way to the end of this down part. So note that I am not cutting on this zipper side. Please don't make the mistake. I'm cutting on this folded side, not on this center front and the zipper side. I'm not cutting from here, I'm cutting from this folded side. So I'm just going to connect the points together. And then I'll go ahead and cut it out. So remember that the reason we are not adding sewing allowance to the hip side is because you want the trouser or whatever you be wearing under this dress to show, to be visible. That is why we are not adding sewing allowance to this. So now that we have cut out the skirt part, we're going to go ahead and work on the sleeve. So for the sleeve, I already went ahead to fold my fabric into 4. You guys can see. So that's for the both sleeve, for the right and the left sleeves. So after that, this is going to be a very short and a simple sleeve. What you're going to do next is to measure out the length of the sleeve that you want. So for me, I'll be going for 10 inches length. So I'm just going to mark that down, and then I'll add 1 inch sewing allowance to it for the hem of the sleeve. That is the 1 inch that I added to it. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. So now that we've done that, the next thing to do is to measure out the half of your armhole. So for me, the half of my armhole is 9, so which is what I'm going to mark down here, as you guys can see. And then for the depth, I'm just going to come down by 4 inches. I'm showing you how to cut a sleeve with your free hand. So now that I've marked down the 4 inches, what I'm going to do now is just to use my free hand to create a curve like this. So you're just going to use your free hand to create a curve like this, just as simple as that. The next thing to do is that you're going to measure the round arm, also your round bicep. It's also known as the bicep. You measure the round arm of your sleeve like this. So whatever that you have, you're going to divide it by 2 and mark it down. So for me, it's 5.5 inches, because I don't want it to be too tight. Also, you don't want your sleeve to be too tight. So you're just going to add like 1 inch extra allowance to it for ease. So that is what I just did here. And then I'll be adding 1 inch sewing allowance to it. So the next thing to do is just to connect it back to my sleeve. So now for this part, you're going to measure your round armhole measurement that you have on your blouse. Armhole on my top is 10 inches. So I'm just going to mark the same thing here, which is 10 inches. I'm just going to be adding like ½ inch allowance to it. Now I will connect it back to this measurement. So there you have it. You have your simple, straightforward short sleeve. Remember, the armhole that you have on your top is exactly the same thing you're going to have on this So
part
guys,
here,
I'm so sorry.
the exact armhole measurement that you have on your blouse
is
the same thing you're going to have on your
has been
sleeve,
deleted from
so that it doesn't, the sleeve doesn't look bigger than the top.
part.
So yes, that's what we have here. And then your round hand measurement is what you have here. I just added 1 inch allowance to it for ease because I don't want it to be too tight.
So guys,
and then I added my 1 inch sewing allowance to it.
Enjoyed it.
So now I'm just going to go ahead and
give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification so you get notified anytime I drop new videos. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.